हरि ओम सर्वेभ्यः स्वागतम्। ॐ गुरुरेव गतिर्गुरुमेव भजे गुरुनैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे। न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोर्मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो। ब्रवीमि संस्कृतं वाचा ध्यायामि संस्कृतं हृदा कुर्वे सेवां च कायेन वन्दे संस्कृतमातरं यो नरः संस्कृतव्योम्नि ह्यालयं रमते मुदा संस्कृतिं चैव संस्कारं विन्दते नात्र संशयः. Good evening and a very warm welcome to all of you. So today we will do Abhyasa number 33. Because in the last class, I had just started Chaturthi Vibhakti, and there are quite a few rules in Chaturthi Vibhakti also which have to be learned. So we will take the entire revision and Abhyasa of Chaturthi Vibhakti in the next class. Tomorrow, I think ma'am will complete your Chaturthi Vibhakti. What we will do today in this class is we will revise Tavattu Pratyaya thoroughly, and whatever doubts also that may be there, we will address them. Okay, so let's move on. Yeah, first is the Sukti. Let's just revise the Sukti first. Angla Bhashayam Artham Likhata. So the Sukti is here. Yeah, Mudha Para Pratyayaneya Buddhihi. So let's see who we have who can answer this. Satyavani ji. Satyavani ji, I requested you to unmute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ram, madam.
Ram.
Yes.
Can you read out the Sukti on the screen?
Yeah. Modaha parapratyayaneya buddhihi. The meaning here is that an unwise person is guided by others' understanding, because he does not use his own judgment while taking a decision or anything.
That's correct. Very well said. Samyak. Dhanyavadaha Satyavani ji.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you. You may mute yourself, please.
Yeah.
So now we will move on to the division of Tavattu Pratyaya. So the first exercise, what we have done is, we have taken some sentences which are in the present tense, Vartamana Kala, which is L-lakara. And you have to, so there are two things you need to do. You need to take the present tense sentence and convert it into Lang, which is past tense, and then also write the Tavattu form. The reason why we will do it is because the meaning does not change, but what you can observe is how the construction is changing and how the word is changing. And that is how you will be able to make a judgment as to why in certain words, because both of them are past. So there may be doubts in many of you amongst in your mind as to why should you have two forms or why should you have multiple forms for past. So here you will be able to make out that it is easy to write the Tavattu form in certain words, which is why you naturally tend to write that. In certain words, the Lang-lakara may actually end up being easier to write. So you may prefer to write the Lang-lakara form. So both options, that's what the language is offering to us. So let's first look at the sentences in the present tense, and let's see how we can convert them. So this is the first sentence. Ganeshaha mandiram gacchati. Ganesha goes to the temple. So Ganesha is a boy who's going to the temple. Yeah. Srilata ji, I've requested you to unmute. Srilata ji, can you unmute? Srilata ji, I'm not able to hear you.
Namaste, ma'am. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah. So can you convert it to both the Lang-lakara and the Tavattu form, the sentence?
Yes. Ganeshaha mandiram gacchati.
Mm.
Ganeshaha mandiram agachan.
Agachat, lang-lakara.
Uh,
And what you need to
Ganesh-
observe is, what you need, I'll just interrupt you for a minute. The anuswara which is there when you're writing it in the lat-lakara changes to the makara. This is an important point because in the exam, if you write Ganeshaha Mandiram, as in this Mandiram, and then if you write Agachat, unnecessarily you will lose half a mark. So you have to be careful when you convert it to lang-lakara that when there is an akara here, Agachat, this anuswara is getting converted to makara. Okay, so we can't see your books, but I'm presuming that you would have made this change when you wrote it. Yeah.
The Tavatu form is Ganeshaha mandiram gatavan.
Ganeshaha Mandiram Gatavan. Because Ganeshaha is in Pullinga, so Gatavan is the form that it will take. Yeah. You want to attempt the next sentence also?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Balika kridati.
Girl, please.
Girl play. Yeah. Balika akridat is in
Balika
lang-lakara and
Akridat.
Balika kriditavati.
Balika
Is the
Kriditavati is a Tavatu form. Samyak. Dhanyavada Shilataji. Kindly mute yourself.
Thank you.
So these are small points that you need to make a note of, especially when you have karma padam, okay, before the verb. I hope you all can see my cursor. And if the karma padam is when it's in dvitiya and then there is an anuswara, make it a point to convert the anuswara to makara when you write the lang-lakara form. Okay, because definitely they will deduct half a mark if you forget this, because this is a compulsory change that is there. There is no exception to this rule. It has to be done. Okay, moving forward. Yeah, saha mandam hasati. Annie ji,
Namaste.
namaste.
One second. Okay. Can you hear me now better?
I can hear you clearly.
Okay. Saha mandam hasati. Saha mandam ahasat. She. And saha mandam.
It's he. Saha is he.
Yeah, ahasat. Saha mandam ahasa hasitavan.
Hasitavan. So here also, what you need to make, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm sorry for that. Yeah. So what you need to make a note here is that the anuswara changes to the makara. This is important. Okay. So this is the lung form and this is the tavatu form. Would you like to attempt one more sentence?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Te shlokam pathanti. Te shlokam apathan.
Apathan.
Te shlokam pathitavantah.
Pathitavantah. Samyak uktam. So the lung form, langi rupamasti te shlokam apathan. Tavattu pratyaya rupamasti te shlokam pathitavantah. So again here the anuswara changing to the makara because of the lang-lakara having an akara before it has to be observed and make sure you make that change. Dhanyavada Aniji. We'll move forward.
Can I may I say something? One short thing.
Yes, please.
We can also say for fun pathati sma. The third.
Pathati sma is a slight change. It would be they used to. Simply speaking, it will be they used to. Just give me a minute, please. Sorry, I'm sorry about that. Yeah. So, pathati sma would be they used to take. So, if you observe, there's a subtle difference in the meaning.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, unless and until you've been asked to use sma and convert it into a past tense, these are absolute past tenses. So, this is a better way of presenting the sentence.
Because in the story with the snake, they used karoti sma. So I was
Karoti
thinking
sma, he used to do it.
he used to. Okay,
He used to.
that's a different translation. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So, see, sometimes the exact translation may not happen in your textbook, or even while, when sometimes it happens to me also while explaining. I'm trying to communicate the gist. So sometimes I may just miss out these small things. But like I said, no language can accurately translate another language. There is always a certain amount of loss of data that happens.
Yes, thank you
Right?
for explaining in detail.
Thank you so much. Dhanyawad. So we'll move forward. Yeah, sentence number 5. Urmila ji, Urmila Mahendra Babu.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening. Yeah.
Okay. Aham abhyasam karomi. Aham abhyasam akurvam.
Akaravam.
Akaravam.
See, I'll tell you the one important point that you need to make observe. Okay, especially with dhatus which are ubhayapadi. So at least 3 dhatus we know which are ubhayapadi. One is pachi dhatu, one is karoti, so dukring this dhatu, kra dhatu, and we also know I think yach or something, right? Which was yeah, yach or something, right? That was the third ubhayapadi dhatu. What you need to observe is, if they have given you a parasmay padi form in the sentence and asked you to convert it, then take the parasmay padi form of the past tense.
Yes.
Okay. If they give you the atmane form, then make it a point. Don't change from parasmay. Meaning will not change, but technically there is a error. So try to retain whether it is parasmay or atmane, especially for ubhayapadi dhatus. When dhatu is parasmay and atmane, which is fixed, then you don't have this problem. Ubhayapadi dhatus in the exam, just be careful about this one thing. So your answer may not be wrong, but if you have changed from parasmay to atmane, sometimes it can be marked as incorrect. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. The other one is aham abhyasam kritavan.
Kritavan or kritavati, because it depends upon whether it's a lady, it's kritavati. If it's a gentleman, it is kritavan. So either kritavan or kritavati, as the case may be, you can write it. One more. Would you like to attempt one more sentence?
Sure. Tvam pushpani pashyasi. Tvam pushpani apashyaha.
Apashyaha, samyak.
And then tvam pushpani drishtavan or drishtavati.
Drishtavan or drishtavati, samyak. So if it's a male, then it is drishtavan. If it is a lady, it will be drishtavati. Samyak uktam. Samyak.
Thank you.
Dhanyawad. Okay, so start familiarizing, all of you, please start familiarizing yourselves with all the dhatu forms that you have learned. So you have learned L-lakara, parasmay and atmanepadi. Okay, you have learned lot-lakara, parasmay and atmanepadi. You have learned bhavishyat kala, that is rit-lakara, parasmay and atmanepadi. Okay, and what else have you learned? Lang-lakara, of course, which is what we are doing now, parasmay and atmane. So you have 4 plus 4, that is 4 tenses in parasmay, 4 tenses in atmane. Please start revising it regularly. So at least, maybe if it is not possible for you to do that revision every day, at least every alternate day or something like that, make charts practice. So what I have found is, those who find it difficult to memorize, when you write and memorize, it becomes a little easier. And once you do it on an everyday basis, it will not take you more than 5 or 10 minutes. So just allocate some time in the day and practice it. It's very important. Yeah. Same thing is what I will recommend for your Vibhakti Rupas also. By now you have learned quite a few. Akaranta, Ikaranta, Ukaranta. Quite a few you've learned. You've learned some of the Sarvanama Shabdas also. Start revising, because these are some things which should actually get embedded in your system over time. Initially, it will be difficult, but daily practice, it will slowly get in. Let's move forward. Sentence number 7. Anuradha ji. SL Anuradha.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Yuvam vegena dhavatah. Yuvam vegena adhavatam.
Samyak. Yuvam vegena adhavatam. Samyak.
Yuvam vegena davitavanto. I'm not sure.
Dhavitavantau or dhavitavatyau depends upon whether it is 2 girls who are running or 2 boys who are running. See, asmad and yushmad shabda are trilingaka. There is no real linga bheda. So when you are, see, this is where we need to understand how the tavaktu pratyaya differs from the L-lakara. So in the L-lakara, you don't have to worry about the gender. Whereas here, for the tavattu, wherever there is an application of the gender, we have to be careful about it. So, especially for asmad and yushmad sabdas, in your exam, if you are asked to convert to tavattu, give both the options, especially for asmad and yushmad shabda. If you give only one, it is not wrong. But if you give 2, you are showing the examiner that you are aware that it's a trilingaka shabda. Yeah. Next one. Do you want to attempt one more?
Yes. Nadhyo mandam pravahataha.
So this is a little difficult, let me tell you.
Yes, madam.
It will be great if you get it, but don't worry about it.
Nadhyau mandam apravahatam. I have written. Whether it is correct or not, I don't know.
No, I'll tell you why it is incorrect. So it will be pravahatam. So these words, whenever you get, see, what is the actual dhatu? This is where you need to start identifying. The dhatu is vaha dhatu. Pravaha is not the dhatu. The dhatu is vaha dhatu, which has vahati, vahataha, vahanti is the form. Pra is a prefix that is attached to it. It is an upasarga. We've learned about upasargas, right? Or maybe this chapter we will learn about upasargas. Are we going to learn upasargas, or have we already covered upasargas? Oh, you've covered, I think, right? Upasargas? If not, you will learn it. Yeah. Now, the rule is that the lakara changes only for the dhatu. So, technically what is done is, what happens is, this vahati will become avahat, and then pra will get attached to avahat. So, pra plus avahat will become pravahat. There is a sandhi karyam which will happen. That is why the form becomes pravahatam and not apravahatam.
Yeah, I also made the same mistake.
I understand. Which is why I am explaining as to why this happens. Yeah, no problem. I like I told you, I knew that this is not an easy example, but I consciously gave it. These kind of examples may not come in your exam paper. In the Pravesha question paper is much more easy. But the reason why I gave it is because our objective is not just writing the Pravesha exam, but also Bhasha Jnanam. The idea of all of you taking so much of trouble, and it's almost what we are nearing a year now, 8 months you're studying Pravesha in so much detail, is because all of us are interested in Bhasha Jnanam, which is why I put this so that we take this opportunity to explain this to all of you. So you have upasargas which are 22 in number. If you've not learned, you will be learning it. So you can have pra, you can have of course it doesn't really make a difference. You can have pari, you can have abhi. I'm sorry, there may be a background noise here. I'm really sorry about that. You may have abhi. Okay, these kind of things when it happens, especially if there is like prati or pari or abhi, and then it is getting attached to a lung form, then the ikara will get changed to yakara because of yan sandhi. So these are small things which you have to remember that these things happen. So pra plus avahatam, so vahati will become avahat, and then pra will attach once again to the avahat, and it will become pravahat. In dvivachanam, it is becoming, so vahataha is becoming avahatam, and then pra plus avahatam becomes pravahatam. That is why you get pra here. So just keep this in mind. These things happen, especially when you have upasargas that get attached to the main dhatu. Now, have you been able to figure out that tavatu form?
Nadhyau, mandam, pravahatyau. I have written.
Okay.
Pravahatyau I have written.
No problem. No problem. So the thing is, vahadhatu. Okay. What happens is, it becomes udha. Vahati becomes udhavan or udhavati. This vahati form will not be asked in your exam for tavatu because it's a non-standard dhatu. So pathati becomes pathitavan, likhati becomes likhitavan, vahati becomes udhavan or udhavati. The va becomes u. Okay. So, and then the ha becomes dha because of some rules and all that stuff. So I was not expecting anybody to get it, but nevertheless I just put it as a, some little bit of extra knowledge. So don't worry, these things will not come in your Pravesha paper. So Nadyau Mandam Pra plus Udhavati becomes Prodhavati because of Guna Sandhi, and because it's in Dvivachanam, Udhavati, Udhavatyau, Udhavanti. So Udhavati, pra plus Udhavatyau becomes Prodhavatyau. You understood the explanation why is it Prodhavatyau?
Yes, madam.
Yeah, but like I said, they will never ask this because Vahati is a non-standard dhatu. So it will not come in the Pravesha exam. But just like that, I just thought I will put this particular dhatu. So it's perfectly all right. Your attempt was very good. At least you were able to think about it in a, you took a logical approach to the answer. So that is a very good thing. Did anyone get Prodhavatyau? Please put it in the Q&A if any of you have managed to get this answer correct. Yeah, Dhanyavada Anuradha ji, you may kindly mute.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, welcome. So don't worry about it if it's incorrect. Oh, excellent. Narayanan Mahoday has managed to write it as Prodhavatyau. Excellent, Narayanan Mahoday. Very good. So, yeah. Sarita ji, Sarita Garg.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Phalam patati, phalam apatat, and phalam patitvat.
Patitavat.
Yeah.
Patitavat. So you need to pronounce it as phalam patitavat. Okay. Patitavat. Can you read that again?
Patitavat.
Patitavat. Somewhere. But it's good. You've deduced it very logically and very correctly. That's very good. You observed that it's a Napumsakalinga and taken the form. Would you like to attempt one more?
Yeah. Bhaktaha devan avandata.
Bhaktaha devan avandata. Then?
Bhaktaha devan vanditvantaha.
Vanditavantaha. So,
Vanditavantaha.
yeah, Sarita ji, my request is, I have reminded you earlier also, you're getting influenced by the Hindi pronunciation in Sanskritam, and that will create problems because a halanta, say like for example, if it is avandant, if you say, then you are converting it to parasmai form. It is an atmani dhatu. If you see here, patti dhatu is parasmai, therefore it's getting a halanta.
Yes.
Here, if you pronounce it like a halanta pronunciation, you are making a major mistake in terms of
I
the.
understand.
So
I'll be
please
more careful.
very careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to consciously change
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
Dhanyawad,
Yeah.
Sarita ji.
Thank you.
Otherwise, it's a
Thank
very good attempt.
Thank
Yeah, you may kindly mute yourself. Now we move to the next set of exercises that we have. Okay. So here there are some sentences which we have taken in L-lakara itself, and you have to give the corresponding tavattu form. You have to rewrite it using tavattu pratyaya. So again, the relationship between, the similarity and the dissimilarity between the tavattu and the lakara form is what you can observe here. Because we know that tavattu is a subanta word. It's not a this thing. Tinganta. Yeah. Sitaraman Mahoday.
नमो नमः
Namo Namaha.
अहं देवीम् अनमम्
Hmm.
अहं देवीं नमितवान्
Natavan.
नतवान्
Because this does not have an ida. So there are certain dhatus which take an I. Like patha dhatu takes an I. That I which enters into these tavattu forms and all is called idagama. I-agama, idagama. Okay, the ra is only for pronunciation is I-agama, idagama. Certain dhatus don't have this idagama. Okay. It comes only with familiarity. There are rules which determine why the idagama happens or not, but it's too much to be understood at a pravesha level. But what you need to appreciate is, or what you need to observe rather, is that certain places like patadhatu is getting patita, whereas namadhatu is only nata. So natavan or natavati, because I've written aham, I'm giving both the options. Yeah. One more.
युवाम् आपणिकम् अगच्छतम् युवाम् आपणिकं गतवन्तौ
Gatavantau, otherwise gatavatyau.
गतवत्यौ
So, like I said, no, whenever you are taking aham and asmad or yushmat shabda in our class, try to give both the forms if it is there. Pullinga and strilinga. Napamsi, you can keep it aside, but pullinga, strilinga, if you can give, it will be nice. Yeah. Dhanyawad, Sitaramanji. You may kindly mute yourself. Yeah. Let's look at the next one. Ratna Bhagini. Ratna. You may kindly unmute yourself.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Parnani apatan. Parnani. Patitavanto. Parnani napumsakalingam.
Napumsakalinga. And what is the vachana?
Bahuvachana.
So which means that tavattu form will also take napumsi, that is patitavat, but it will take patitavat and then go to bahuvachana. So you remember the bahuvachana form?
No.
Patitavanti. Patitavat is in ekavachana. Okay, patitavat, patitavati, patitavanti. That is the napumsi form. Yeah.
Okay.
Again, this is just for bhasha jnanam. This bahuvachana form in napumsi is not going to come in your pravesha exam. This is only for you to understand the forms that are there in Samskrita Bhasha. So when somebody looks at patitavanti and they may think that it is a lakara, tinganta padam. It is not. Yeah. So that is what you need to observe. It looks like that, right? Patanti. It looks like patanti. But it is not. It is a tavattu form in napumsi and in bahuvachana. That's the observation that you need to make. Would you like to attempt another one?
Yeah. Tvam karyalayam agacchaha.
So again, it is yushmat shabda. So try and see if you are able to give both forms of Pullinga and Strilinga. This should be easy. Gacha is which? Agachaha. Okay. I'll give you an easy way of. See, Agacha. If whenever you get such kind of confusions, okay, what is the easy way to do it? Tavattu pratyaya, you only need to have the Pullinga Strilinga form. You don't have to worry about the Prathama Purusha, whether it is Prathama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha, or Uttama Purusha. Correct? Now, Agachaha is Madhyama Purusha and Ekavachanam. Correct?
Yes.
If it was Prathama Purusha, what would be the form? In present tense.
In present tense?
What will be the form? No, I'm just helping you to understand. Present tense, what will be the form? Forget tvam. Balakaha karyalayam or Rameshaha karyalayam. And what is the form in present tense? For going?
Gachati.
Gachati. Rameshaha karyalayam gachati. Now, if you have to convert it to tavattu past tense, what will you write?
Gatavan.
Gatavan. The same Gatavan will come for tvam also.
Yeah, tvam karyalayam gatavan gatavati. Or gatavati.
You understood how to approach it.
Yes.
So, tvam, don't get scared because this is in Madhyama Purusha and don't just go to the Prathama Purusha form, convert it and then come back to tvam.
Okay.
You got it?
Yes.
Now you understood, no? What's the easier way of doing it?
Yes.
So, tvam karyalayam gatavan or gatavati, because being a tavattu pratyaya form, which is a subanta word, it does not have Madhyama Purusha or Uttama Purusha. It has Pullinga Strilinga. So, see, the advantage of using a Tinganta Padam is that you don't have to break your head about gender. But you have to break your head about Purusha. The advantage of a Tavattu Pratyaya is you don't have to worry about Madhyama Purusha or Uttama Purusha, but you need to remember Pullinga and Strilinga. So that is the difference in the form. I mean, just look at the beauty of the language, right? This is how it kind of plays itself. Dhanyawada, Ratnaji. So don't worry if I've consciously kind of put certain things a little beyond, but don't worry too much about them.
Thank you.
Really, it will not come there at all. Pravahatam. Yeah, that is, that will not correct. Okay, now let's see who's answering. Let's have some more people who haven't attempted so far. We're having the same hands raised. Can we have some more people come forward, those who haven't attempted today? Oh, sorry, I'm sorry, the answers came out. Yeah. Let's have some more new hands raised, please. Yeah. Jaya Kailash. Jaya Kailash.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Sarvam Chandrayanam
Read
Apashyan.
read the sentence properly.
Sarvam
Read, no, again, first word.
Sarve, sorry. Sarve Chandrayanam Apashyan.
Chandrayanam Dvitiyam. Just for, yeah. But it's okay.
Sarvam Sarve Chandrayanam Apashyan. Apashyan instead of Drishtavantaha.
Yeah, Drishtavantaha, because here it is Sarve is Napumsakalinga Bahuvachanam. If it was Strilinga, what is the difference between Sarvam and Sarve? Why do you think I corrected you?
Oh. Sarvam Tvidiya Vibhakti.
Ekavachanam.
Ekavachanam. No, Bahuvachanam Sarvam.
Sarvam is not Bahuvachanam. Sarve. Sarvaha. Sarvau Sarve. So in Pullinga, the word is Sarvaha. Sarvam is in Napumsakalinga. So you are changing the number as well as gender when you're saying Sarvam.
Okay.
Sarvam Anandamayam.
Okay.
Sarvam Brahman. Napumsakalinga word. In Linga it is Sarvaha, Sarvau, Sarve. In Strilinga, what is it? Sarva, Sarve, Sarvaha.
Sarvaha.
If I put Sarva here, okay, Sarva, Chandrayanam Dvitiya, okay, Dvitiyam, Apashyat, okay, in Ekavachanam. How will you change it? Change it and tell me.
Drishtavati.
Drishtavati is Samyak, excellent. Sarva Chandrayanam Dvitiyam, Drishtavati.
Drishtavati.
Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to attempt one more sentence?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chorau. Adhavatam.
Adhavatam means two thieves ran.
Yeah. Davityau. Chorau. Davityau.
No, 1 second.
Yeah.
Choraha dhavati. Convert it.
Dhavati.
No.
Davitavan.
Choraha dhavitavan. Correct?
Davitavan. Yeah.
Choraha, which was one thief. Choraha dhavati is in present tense. Okay. Choraha adhavat is in L-lakara. Choraha dhavitavan. Correct?
Okay.
So now tell me the three forms of dhavitavan.
Davitavan, Davityau.
Dhavityau, no. That is dhavati, dhavityau, that is dhavitavati, dhavitavatyau, dhavitavatya. Here it is dhavitavan. Dhavitavantau. Got it?
Yeah.
Did you get it now?
Yeah. Davitavantau.
Got it? You understood, no?
Yes, I understood.
So practice this. Yeah, the first time we are doing it. That's why this was the exercise we gave. Practice this after class also. My suggestion is please read your textbook, and in your textbook, when they have given you the datu form, convert it to L-lakara, and in the earlier chapter you have L-lakara, right? I think it was chapter 5 or chapter 4. No, chapter 4 is Agamishyati.
2.
Sorry, chapter. Not 2. 2 was Atmanepadi.
4, I think so.
No, 3.
It's 4th lesson.
Yeah, just see. Yeah, no. Chapter 3 is Sahate Kampate Atmanepadi Vartamanakala. Chapter 4, I think. Yeah. Chapter 4, you have the L-lakara forms. Wherever possible, take your Abhyasa from the textbook itself and convert it to Tavattu. Some words you will not know, doesn't matter. Some of the forms you will not know, but things like Pathati, Likhati, Gachati and all that, you can convert. This is good practice. Fairly good practice. So do attempt this. Okay. Chapter 3 is L-lakara. Take it and transfer it to change the sentences to Tavattu. Similarly, chapter 7 you have Tavattu. Change it to L-lakara. Good practice. Got it?
Okay.
Dhanyawad.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's go forward. So kindly mute yourself. Yeah. Let's move forward. Yeah. Some more people. Yeah. Vatsalaji.
Namaste ji.
Namaste. Yeah.
I'm really getting confused in this chapter about this Tvam Pratyaya.
It will come only practice, Vatsalaji, because it's a language that you're learning for the first time. Being confused is very normal and very natural. Everybody gets confused.
I have one request.
Yes.
In our textbook on page 86, we have that Prerana, Parsmepadi and then Atmanepadi. How does that vary from this
What is when do you use Prerana?
For giving a request or a command?
Yeah. So I am saying, Vatsalaji, please come to my house. What is that? What is that? What lakara will I use? I will use not lakara. Correct? When I say last month, Vatsalaji came to my house, what am I using? That is where I will use Tavattu.
Okay.
That is where I will use Tavattu.
Oh, all right.
You got my point?
One more doubt is that like we have this table for memorization giving the three forms like in future tense padishyati, padishyataha, padishyanti. Similarly, is there a table that we have to make on our own for this Tvaktum form also?
For Tavattu form, what is the difference? Okay. Okay, I'll ask you this question. I will say, suppose I say, Balakaha apathat. Balakaha apathat is what form?
Past tense.
Past tense, no, don't tell me past tense. Don't use English words. Is it a Tavattu form or is it a lang lakara?
Lang lakara.
It is lang lakara. A lakara is what? It's a tinganta padam. A tinganta padam has prathama purusha, madhyama purusha and uttama purusha, ekavachana, dvivachana, bahuvachana. Correct? Are you with me?
Yeah.
What is the, but when I say Balakaha patitavan, what is patitavan? Meaning is the same. Whether I say Balakaha apathat or whether I say Balakaha patitavan, meaning is the same. What is the difference between apathat and patitavan?
Apathat is red. That
Both
is
are,
lang
don't
lakara.
meaning. It is not, the difference is not in the meaning. Apathat is lang lakara and patitavan is Tavattu.
Tavattu.
So, did you listen to the entire video of last Sunday?
Yes, I did, but that's why I was not able to follow much.
1 second, Vatsalaji. No, you have to, once if you watch a video only once, it is not sufficient. Let me tell you. You have to watch it over and over again. You have to pause, understand, make your notes, then go back. The reason why we send you PPTs of the class that is covered is you can take a printout or a Xerox of the PPTs and make notes over there. Okay, there is no easier way to learn it. Pathitavan, balakaha apathat. Apathat is a tinganta padam. Balakaha pathitavan. Pathitavan is a kridanta, it's a subanta padam. What is the difference between tinganta padam and subanta padam? Subanta padam will have 7 into 3. 21 forms like Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha, Ramam, Ramo, Raman, up to Rameshu. So Pathitavan has 7 forms which are not there in your syllabus. What is there in your syllabus is for you to understand only the Prathama Vibhakti, Pathitavan, Pathitavantau, Pathitavantaha, Strilinga, Pathitavati, Pathitavatyau, Pathitavatyaha. Additionally, Brindaji has covered the Napumsakalinga form. So, what you should be doing is only learn these. And this grid you have to do yourself. Everything won't be there in the, you have to look at the video, see how the words have been used, see how the tavattu forms have been used, and you have to make the chart for yourself. That's how I learned. That is how I learned. It wasn't easy. But you are trying to learn the most magnificent language in the world. It is going to ask you to do tapas. So you have to be ready for it. Isn't
Sometimes
it?
I get frustrated because I'm not able to get how to go there. That's a,
For the way I look at it, Vatsalaji, is I have my exams next Saturday. Okay, I'm studying. If you look at my table, it is full of books. I'm also learning from Vyoma only. I'm a student of Vyoma. Okay, but I take time out to teach so that whatever little I learned, I can share. This is an ahuti where I am offering myself as an ahuti. It is a yagam which is asking for my own self as a as an ahuti, and I feel that it gives meaning to my life. It's my personal journey. It's changed my life. So unless and until somebody feels passionately, strongly about it, then you'll be able to fight your frustration. It is up to you to succumb to your frustration or to look at the higher picture. I can't guide you. I can't hold your hand there. So that should answer. Do you want to attempt the exercise?
I'll try one exercise, but if I'm wrong, please correct me.
Obviously, we are here only for that. Don't worry about it. Don't ever worry about mistakes.
I feel awkward giving wrong answers all the time, not knowing how to go about it.
Do you feel awkward in school in front of your teacher? Then your teachers were not, you should never feel awkward about mistakes. That's the only way you learn. Even today I make mistakes. My teachers correct me. I make the same mistake over and over again. And my teachers patiently correct me. So that sense of, I am an adult. And that is not there. You're a child. When you surrender yourself to Saraswati Devi, you are a child. If you can't approach studies with a childlike attitude, it will be difficult. Especially for Sanskritam. It may work with any other language, but not with Sanskritam. So do you want to attempt this question? Because we are otherwise losing time.
Okay, I'll try. Sishyaha gurum asevanta. Shishya gurum asevata asevante.
What is the is it ekavachanam or bahuvachanam?
Shishyaha gurum asavant.
What are you saying? What is the question on the top?
Shishyaha gurum asevant.
No. I want you to read can you see the question written on top in blue color?
Yeah. Asevanta.
No.
Shishyaha gurum asevanta. Hanji.
Vatsalaji.
Hanji.
Can you please read the question in blue on top of the screen? In English.
That is Vakyani Tvaktum Pratyaya. Is that the one you want to read?
In English. In English, please.
Rewrite the sentences given below using Tavattu
Pratyaya form.
Tavattu Pratyaya
So
form.
you need to write the Tavattu Pratyaya for Seva Dhatu. Sevate will become what in Tavattu?
Sevantam.
Sevata. Sevantam is what form? Sevate. You need to watch the videos over and over and over again, Vatsalaji.
I will try and do that again, madam.
You have to
Let
watch
somebody
it.
else answer, I'll watch it.
Yeah, sure, but there is no shortcut to this. I'm being very honest. There is no shortcut to this. There are lots of small details that Brindaji has given in her video. If you miss, it is humanly impossible to capture everything with just one viewing of the video. How many hours of Sanskrita Abhyasam are you able to do every day?
About minimum 30 to 45 minutes.
That is not at all sufficient. Apart from whatever responsibilities I have at home, I have a family to run. I cook. I have to run my household. After that, every single minute and second that I get is only into Sanskritam. There is no other choice. Sometimes when I have guests at home, I wait for everybody to go to sleep and then I sit late at night. So when I was in Pravesha in the year 2018, yeah, 18, it was about a minimum of 4 hours and a maximum of 6 hours that I would do every day.
Oh God.
Yeah. There's no
You are
other,
really
there is no
great.
other way. It is not about great. It is about the commitment that you need to have to the language. It is not a language where you say, okay, I have a social life. After my social life, if I have free time, I will learn Sanskrit. Then the language doesn't manifest, unfortunately. After I study Sanskrit, if I have free time, then I go do other things. It's the other way. I'm not saying one needs to do that, but that's a call. Unfortunately, this is a magnificent language and it calls for so much of time. Yeah, I will have to request you to go on mute, Vatsalaji, because I need to complete the homework. That's more critical. So I will have to put you on mute now. Yes. So can we have somebody else come forward, please? Yeah. Yeah. Annie ji, would you like to attempt this? Okay. Swapna ji?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, okay. Annie ji, could you attempt this and then we'll move forward. The next one, Swapna ji can answer. Yeah.
Just 1 second. Which number is that?
7. Can you see the screen?
Yeah. Shishyaha gurum sevanta. Shishyaha gurum sevitavantah.
Sevitavanta. Sevitavantah. Yeah, I'm sorry. How did I write Sevitavantah? Okay. 1 second. That's a small mistake. Yeah. Next one.
Chhatra uttaram avadat. Chhatra uttaram vaditavati.
So here, vad becomes ud.
Uttavati.
Yeah. So vad here becomes ud and it becomes uditavati. So you have uktavan. Uktavan is for vach dhatu or bru dhatu. Whereas vad dhatu, it is uditavan, uditavati. Again, out of syllabus, I just put it. Just for increasing, expanding and getting you all to think beyond the...
I knew it sounds not well. It didn't sound properly. Uditavati.
Yeah. In the exam, if you were to write Uktavan or it wouldn't be Uktavati, it wouldn't be wrong. They wouldn't, I don't think they will, but then Uktavan is for Bru Dhatu, that is you have a Dhatu called as Abravit, okay? So for that it is Uktavan, Uktavati, or for Vach Dhatu it is Uktavan, Uktavati. For Vada Dhatu, same meaning, it is Uditavan, Uditavati. Yeah. Dhanyavad, Anji, I wasn't expecting anyone to attempt it, but I just put it so that you know the difference between Uditavan is attached to Vada Dhatu and Uktavan is attached to Vach Dhatu. That was the only point that I wanted to bring to everyone's notice. Yeah. Dhanyavad, Anji. Yeah.
Uditva, it was Uditva, isn't it? In
Uditavati.
In the other form, in Twa, Ktva. It would be Uditva or Uktva.
I think so. I need to check. I need to check.
Yeah.
I need to check. If there is any rule which is barring it, it should be Uditva. I think it is. I'll have to check. Let me not say something which may be incorrect, let me check and revert to you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Most welcome. Yeah. So next one, yeah, Swapna ji. Sorry, I had to.
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste. Yeah. Can you attempt it? Don't worry about mistakes. It's perfectly all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vanaraha setum akurvan. Vanaraha setum kurvantaha.
Kritavantaha.
Sorry. Kritavantaha.
Kritavati for
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. I
No
have
problem.
written Kritavantaha.
Yeah.
I think
Next
I'm
one
a
you want to
bit.
attempt?
Yeah, I will. Ramaha vanam agachat.
Is it agachat or agachat?
Agachat. Ramaha vanam
Meaning is exactly, you know, the meaning is opposite, right?
Opposite. Yes.
Agachat and agachat is exactly opposite meaning.
That's right. One is past and present.
Both are past. Agachat and
is go.
agachat are both past. Agachat means went. Agachat means came.
Came. Yeah.
Opposite meaning. Be careful.
Yes. Ramaha vanam agachat. Ramaha vanam gatavan.
Samyak. Ramaha vanam gatavan. So it's easier to say gatavan, right?
Yes.
Sometimes, yeah. Dhanyawad, Swapna ji. Good attempt. You may kindly mute yourself. Yeah. Dhanyawad. Now we go to the last section where the datu form is given and you have to give the L-lakara forms. Again, please don't worry if you make mistakes. We will look at it. Okay. So let's move forward. Sharada Prabhakar.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Would you like to attempt the
Yes,
next?
yes.
Yeah.
Sa satyam uktavan.
Pronounce it again.
Sa satyam uktavan.
Is it sa or is it saha?
Sorry, saha satyam uktavan.
What is the difference between saha? 1 minute. What is the difference between saha and sa?
Saha is Pumlinga Sarvanamam.
And if it was sa, then it would have become uktavati.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saha satyam avadat.
Abravit. Like I said, avadat is not wrong. Avadat is not wrong. But what happens is uktavan is used as the tavattu form for either bruny vyaktayam vachi, bruny dhatu, or for vachi dhatu.
Okay.
But bravit is what is used more than vachi dhatu. Vachi dhatu is used in other applications it has. So uktavan technically in Pravesha, if you convert uktavan to avadat, it is not wrong. You will get marks. But in the language, you should know that uktavan is the past tense for abravit.
Okay.
So, it's perfectly fine. Avadat is correct. Avadat, you will get marks. But I'm saying that technically it is not. That's why I put that vachidhatu there and, whether, yeah. Next one.
One is, excuse me, madam. One is vachidhatu. Second one is.
There are three dhatus to say speak. Okay.
Third one.
See, vadidhatu is there. Brunya. This bravit is brunya dhatu. Then there is vachidhatu. Then there is akathayat. Katithavan, kathayati, akathayat. Then there is there are so many. For speech, there are plenty of dhatus which give you vyaktayam vachi, speaking. Gada dhatu is there. Okay, agadat.
Okay.
Gadati. Then gada dhatu is there. Bhana is there. Bhanati. Bhana dhatu is there. So many are there. My God, quite a few dhatus are there. Yeah. Would you like to attempt the next one?
Yes, ma'am. Balika Slokam Patitavati. Balika Slokam Apatat.
Apatat, simple. So you are able to understand the connection, no? The relation, how the sentence changes between these two. Got it? Yeah. Dhanyawad. Yeah. Dhanyawad, Sharada ji. Let us move forward. Yeah. Kamakshi ji. Kamakshi ji. I've requested you to unmute. Kamakshi Jayaraman. I can see that you're unmuted, but I'm not able to hear you. Kamakshi ji, are you there? Okay, anybody else who hasn't attempted so far would like to come forward? Let's have some more people participating. Yeah, I'd request some more people to come forward to attempt it. Yeah, K. Padma.
Rama, namaste.
Namaste.
Janaha sahayam. Janaha sahayam.
Sahayam. Sahayam is the word for help.
Sahayam. Akaravan. Akurvan. Okay.
Karoti, na? Karoti becomes akarot, and in plural it becomes akurvan. Like pathati becomes apathat and becomes apathan in bahuvachanam. So karoti becomes akarot and akurvan in bahuvachanam. Got it?
Yes.
Next one you want to attempt?
Yes. Sevakau dhanam yachitavantau. Sevakau dhanam ayachitam.
Ayachetam. Look at the forms. Look at the forms. So what you need to do is chapter 1, 2, 3. I don't know if I had told a very long back. When we came to chapter 3 and did Atmanepadi, I had told all of you, take 2 sheets of paper, write down the Parasmaipadi dhatus, write down the Atmanepadi dhatus. Then each of the Parasmai dhatus, now you have 4 forms you have learned. Write down the 4 forms. Each of the Atmanepadi dhatus, write down the 4 forms. No shortcuts. So sorry about it.
Okay.
Write it, because that is how you will remember what is Atmane and what is Parasmai. Got it?
Okay.
It's perfectly all right to make mistakes, but the mistake is happening because you are not able to recollect whether a particular dhatu is Parasmai or Atmane. So how do you resolve this confusion? Writing. Got it?
Yeah.
I hope none of you mind me putting across these points, because I don't know what's an easier way of doing it. Anyone else who
at all? I was wondering how I forgot it.
Happens. See, you're learning the language for the first time. It will take 1 or 2 years for it to settle down, to be very honest. Yeah. Sanjeev ji.
This is the best way to do, actually. I like it this way.
Yeah. Okay, let's move forward. Sanjeev Mahoday.
Yes, namaskar.
Namaskar.
Aham Narayanam Vanditvam. Aham Narayanam Vandatha.
Avandi.
Avandi.
Aham is always Vande, no? Tvam is Avandathaha.
I'm so sorry. Yes, Avandi.
Correct. Tvam is Avandathaha.
Yes. My mistake.
No. Perfectly all right. See, this is where, the brain tries to play tricks on us and confuses us. And we have to fight that.
Yes.
So, I mean, trust me, it happens all the time. So it's like my brain is a different being and I am a different being. And I'm fighting my own brain to remember. So we all go through it. Don't worry. Yeah. Would you like to attempt one more?
Yeah. Nartaki Nrityam Nritvati.
Nrittavati.
Nritvati.
Nrittavati. Atra akara asti, tasya uchcharanam karaniyam. Nrittavati.
Nrittavati. Nartaki, Nrityam, Anritat.
Anrityat. Nrityati, no. See, how to remember is, think of the lat rupam. Nrityati becomes anrityat. Yakara asti atra.
Yes.
Good attempt. Good attempt. Dhanyavada. Yeah. Anybody else who hasn't attempted, please don't shy away from mistakes. Please come forward. Okay. Sarita ji.
Yeah. Bhaktaha hari katham shrutvantaha.
Shrutavantah.
Shrutavantah. Bhaktaha hari katham ashrunvan.
Ashrunvan. Samyak. Excellent. And remember that katham, the makara, will replace the anuswara because of a.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Next one also, would you like to attempt?
Yeah, sure. Tarunyaha devam pujitavatyah. Tarunyaha devam pujayante.
Apujayan.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, apujayan. Yeah, my mistake.
It had to be.
Yeah, I just went into present tense. Yeah, sorry.
Exactly. Now, these kind of exercises can come in your exam, where they will ask you to convert from tavattu to lang-lakara. So read your question carefully in the exam and rewrite it carefully.
Sure. Thank you.
Because these are very normal mistakes. We don't see properly and we go and convert it to lat. Happens all the time.
Yeah.
Dhanyavada, Sarita ji. Let's move forward. Yeah. Astu. Sitaraman ji.
Raja Senam Nitavan. Raja Senam Anayan.
Anayat. Raja ekavachana asti khalu.
Anayat.
Ekavachana. See, be careful. Your kartrupadam is an ekavachana. So your lang-lakara, the tinganta padam also will be in ekavachanam only. Do you want to attempt one more?
Yes. Vyam sevam kritavantaha. Vyam sevam akaravama.
Akaravama. Samyak. Excellent. Yeah. Dhanyavadaha. Yeah. I'll just look at the Q&A that may be there, because I think, with this we complete the exercise. Let me see what are the questions. Okay, Jyotsnaji has a question. Yeah, there are two questions which I will answer now. Where do you find the declensions for Krit? It is not there as a complete chart, Sanjeev ji, anywhere. As we go, you can make your own chart. It's not really there. There are certain Shabdarupa forms and all that which are available. You can look at it. I think Vyoma has some Kridanta Dhatu Rupa and Shabdarupa textbook or something. I can't remember. But it is not there. All of them are not there. Okay. So, Ramaji's question is, you told us to write the 4 forms of Atmane and Parasmai. Which are the 4 forms? So, in the Pravesha syllabus, so far, you have learned Vartamana Kala, which is L-lakara. Okay. So, those of you who want to, please make a note of it as I say. Vartamana Kala is L-lakara. Okay. In L-lakara, you have Parasmai and Atmane. You have Pathati and you have Vandate. Right. Then we go to the next form that you learned was Lang-lakara. So, Lang-lakara, Pathati became Apathat. And Vandate became Avandata. So, that is Lang-lakara, Bhutakala, past tense. Then you learned Lot-lakara, that is Pathatu. Okay. And in Vandadatu also you had the corresponding lot lakara, Vandatam, I think, right? Patatu, and then I think it is Vandatam. See, I am also going blank now. Yeah. So that is lot lakara, again Parasmai and Atmane forms. Okay. After which you have learned Bhavishyat Kal, Patishyati. So in Patishyati also, one second. Yeah. Correct. Vandatam. Lot lakara. I wasn't wrong. Thank God. And then you have Patishyati. That is Bhavishyat Kala Lit lakara. So these are the four forms: present tense, past tense, lot lakara, which is command or whatever, instruction or whatever you call it, agnya, and then you have future tense. These are the four tenses you have learned. Each of these tenses you have Parasmaya and Atmane, and that is what you need to write. Okay, this is what I'm requesting all of you to practice. Nobody is going to check or anything like that. It is just for your academic this thing that I am suggesting that you practice this. Jyotsna ji wants the lat lakara forms of these. Okay, Preshitavan. So I'll just say it, and if it's possible, please note it down. Okay, Preshitavan, the form is Preshayati. Okay, Preshayati. Grihitavan, the lat lakara is Grinhati. Okay, make a note. I'll say it slowly. Preshayati for Preshitavan. Grihitavan, it is Grinhati. Choritavan is Chorayati. Chorayati. Okay. You can go to ashtadhyayi.com and identify the dhatus. Just type this Chorayati, you will get the dhatu. Okay. Palitavan is Palayati. Chorayati, then Palayati. Okay. Preshitavan you have repeated, ma'am. So Preshitavan is Preshayati. Grihitavan is Grinhati. Choritavan is Chorayati. Palitavan is Palayati. Okay. Kartitavan is Kartayati. That is to cut. Kartitavan. Kartayati. To cut. Okay. Bhakshitavan is Bhakshayati. Is this thing. Rakshitavan is Rakshati. Rakshati. Okay. Sevitavan is Sevate. Atmane Padi Rupam. We have done it in the exercise today. Okay. Rachitavan should be, I think, Rachayati. I will check and come back to you. Pitavan is Pibati. Pibati. Okay. Kritavan is Krinati. Okay. Is it okay? Jyotsanaji, you may just respond in the Q&A if you have managed to capture everything to all the lat lakara forms that I gave. Can you just respond in the Q&A, please? Last one, Kritavan is Krinati, to purchase. Krinati. Did you get it? Krinati. To purchase. To buy. Okay. Dhanyavadaha. Any other doubts that we haven't covered? We're kind of running short of time now. We were actually over short time. If you have any further doubts, please put it in the Q&A or send us a mail, and we will definitely try to respond to you. This week, you'll have to excuse me. I have to study and I'm not doing very well in my own studies. But we will definitely try to respond to you. Either me or Brindaji, one of us will certainly respond to you. Okay. So we close for the day. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Dhanyavadaha. Atra samapayamaha. I hope I've clarified all the other doubts.